Okay, the ball toss is very important. It's the thing that needs to be consistent all the time. It needs to be consistent in the location and also the height. And one of the things you see people struggle with the most is their ball toss. And a lot of the time they have a couple of bends in their wrist and their elbow. And what this effectively does is make them flick the ball out of their hand. And one of the things that I suggest, and you'll see as a commonality in many good servers, is they'll lock the wrist and the elbow. And they'll have the ball in the ends of the hand. So the only thing that's raising the ball toss is the shoulder. All I'm doing here with a straight arm is raising the shoulder. So I'm taking away the variance and I'm just releasing the ball around eye level, top of the head. So that's one way to make sure that the toss is as consistent as possible. One of the other things that you want to think about is the toss height. Toss height affects timing, and a lot of players toss too high. They've heard that they want to toss higher, so it gives them more time. But really what that does is makes the ball come back through the hitting window much faster. A ball toss that is extra high is going to come back through the racket's hitting window at an accelerated speed. A ball toss that is a little bit higher than contact is going to slowly drop through the hitting window. And that's why you'll see a lot of really good servers, they'll toss the ball actually pretty low because they're going to make contact with that ball as it's at its slowest point. Right as it hits the peak and it's about to turn back down towards earth, that's where they're going to take that ball consistently every time. Now the tough thing that people struggle with there is that the lower the toss, the faster the action has to be. But the ball toss height does not correlate to the contact height. Just because you have a high toss doesn't mean you're going to have a high contact. So I'm going to show you a couple of ball toss cues that I use when I'm tossing the ball to make it consistent.
Hi everyone, we always look for ways to improve our games. I have come across an interesting platform for that. CoachLife is an excellent platform for learning. For junior players and parents, you can find a lot of great videos and information. Just check this out.
The first one is locking my wrist and my elbow, and I'm just going to release around eye level, and I want to make sure that that ball stays on the right side of my head. So I'm going to toss forward and to the right, and that allows me not only to hit a slice serve where I can come around it, I can also hit a flat serve of that same location. But the toss location for a right-hander is going to be forward and to the right of your head for a slice serve or for a flat serve, and for a left-hander it's going to be forward and to the left. Now one of the things, the cues that can be really helpful too in a good serve is learning how to coil your body. And when I was younger, I used to face my opponent and I would just toss the ball, and you would see how my arm is coming straight out and I'm putting the ball directly in front of me. And one of the things that I learned to do to help with that is actually to turn first. And so I would coil first. And there's a saying, when you can't sleep at night, you toss and turn, but when you serve, you turn and toss. So I turn first, and then when I toss, you can see my body is coiled. And so when I do that, I'm ready to unwind into the serve. You can see how the body turns. It makes sure that the toss gets out to the right, and then I can uncoil from the ground up. So turning before you toss is really important as well. It also has the added benefit of hiding all of the cues that your opponent is going to use to figure out where you're going to serve, because all of those cues come out much later.